From Milton, Pennsylvania, this is the Nearly Famous CB Show. And now, here are the stars of the show.
Family owned and operated for more than 80 years. Your benefits ride on the affordable side when you start your new career.
Round of applause for the house band.
Great job.
What's the name?
Jumpy Juice.
Jumpy Juice.
How about a little bit?
Yeah, our trucking
Man.
audience should know what jumping,
Jumpy Juice. You know what the
Juice.
reference is for Jumpy
Boy, what a great job. Great
Hey.
intro. It's cool now to have a house band. We're like official.
Yeah.
I think it'll grow too. We got some good instrumentals there with Granite and Tony, but we're actually are looking for
Some backups.
some backups.
Maybe a singer?
Yeah, a singer.
Anybody has some vocals that can carry a tune in a
Right.
bucket.
And,
So, actually,
what's that?
now that we mentioned that,
Hmm?
I had a, you know how the other week you had a spy on me and Jeff?
Yes.
So now that you mentioned about carrying a tune in a bucket and we need a singer, I had an anonymous tip sent to me, and just like to show this little video clip.
Okay.
There's someone beautiful, and there's gonna be one of the big. I guess it's because I gotta change my direction. Lord, I guess I will go family tradition.
Wow. After all that, I think the position is still open. But Jonathan,
Well, I appreciate the anonymous video sent to me, so I will not reveal where that came from.
Yeah,
so,
but,
keep them coming though. They're always good.
well, speaking of Jonathan, I think, he had a good week this week. So he actually reached out to me and let me know that he passed his NCAA
Yes.
umpire
Yes,
test.
he did.
I think flying colors, too.
Yeah,
like 98 or something.
98. He got one wrong.
One wrong.
So he got one wrong. And what's funny is he actually sent me a message because we talked about it. And I always told him, when you do those tests and you read, you always answer the first question that you think makes sense.
Right.
Instead of reading them all. And he's like, that's what he did. He ended up he answered the one that first made sense, but there's another one that all of them made sense. So, yeah.
So
keep that in
at
mind.
least we know you're not much of a singer, but...
Or dancer.
Or...
But hey, when you do it, you give it all. That's
Yeah,
all. That's
that's
all we
right.
can ask. That's all we
So-
can ask. So great job. Great job. So
But, so why don't we just get right into our favorites?
let's jump into it.
The weekly update.
All right, so this week, another big four spot. Tony pulled in for us. We had Theodore and Michael from Virginia, Thomas from Maryland, and Russell from Ohio.
Oh.
So big welcome to all four of
Absolutely.
them. Great group of guys. And looking forward to working with those.
Yeah.
That crew. Looks like they're going to be pretty solid for us. So excited about that. Another great week for us. No DOT reportables, no lost time injuries, and again, just
Well, speaking of Virginia, this week the footers started getting poured at the terminal.
Yes, they
right?
did.
So here's some couple pictures here, but just cool seeing it happen. It's we talk about it. You see a little bit of activity, but now it's
now it's really starting to go.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you,
There's
after watching the warehouse out back, once
Yeah.
it started to go, how quick that went up, it'll be
Yeah,
pretty
I think,
excited.
I know Grant keeps us updated, but there's some great pictures of the warehouse this week.
Yeah.
They're putting the roof on, so
Yeah.
they're starting to close that
real
in.
quick.
Yeah,
So,
so. What else we got going on?
do we have a calendar? Do we have a calendar?
No, I think we talked about the calendar last week. We saw the train building 3.
Training building.
But anyway, the calendars are out. I know everybody's grabbing them.
Yeah, stop by and get a
See a
calendar.
calendar.
Calendars are always a hot
Yeah.
item. But
And I don't know if anybody noticed, we took that painting, right?
Yep.
And we are now, for our operations center, Grant, I know got a picture of that, but
Bleeding
now
out in the
we're
hall.
bleeding. The color is so nice. People outside of there, the other departments got a little jealous, so now we're kind of giving them a taste of it.
Yeah, it's like in stages. Because my office is still. Eventually.
It's, I guess all you
I'll
do
get
know,
there.
right? So,
Yeah. So we'll get there. It looks great though. So
Right.
great job to the guys out there that are working hard. You know, and I mean, in all honesty, they got a lot of traffic coming through, and they're working real well with all the traffic they're working with the people in and out. So great job.
Yeah. So what do you got in store? I know we've taken a little break from the safety tip of the week, but I know you're excited because you got a big
I got a
topic
safe
this week.
tip. Good topic this week. So we'll
Why
get
don't we
into
just
that.
get right into it?
Let's do it then.
Don't be crazy, skip this safety. I gotta make it back home.
All right, well, welcome back to this week's safety tip. This week we're going to talk about mirror usage and how important it is to make sure that your mirrors are obviously clean, attached to securely, and in the right position. So let's check this out. So before operating your truck or any vehicle, be sure to inspect the mirrors for the following. Make sure there's no broken parts or defective parts. It's secure and attached to the tractor, proper alignment, and the fact that it's clean. Mirror usage can help any of the following crashes. Can help rear-end collisions. That way, obviously you can see if someone's about to rear-end you, you can move forward a little bit. A few inches, a few feet will help you avoid that rear-end collision. Lane change and side swipes, obviously. You always want to check your surroundings before changing lanes. And backing accidents. So those are definitely big accidents that can be avoided by using your mirrors. And always want to make, like as I said, you always want to be checking your mirrors and make sure that they're clean and usable. We do here at Watsontown have a mirror check station. For anybody that doesn't know that, is unaware of that, our mirror check station is located in the back of our terminal. So here is a picture of our terminal. The red arrow indicates the rough location. And as you can see here, there is some markings there. This looks like they're a little faded. I believe they have been updated since this picture. But there's yellow markings out in the back that show you how to line your truck up so that you can line your mirrors up at our mirror station here before taking off on the road. Big thing with car mirrors, you want to make sure they are clean. Make sure that they are not cracked so that you can see clearly with them and there's not impairing your vision for those. Defrosted when possible. And while you're driving, you should be checking your mirrors every 5 to 7 seconds. So always be aware of your surroundings. So obviously, mirrors are always a very vital thing for us to use, and make sure that they're in good working order before you take off. Always be safe out there.
Wow, what a great safety tip.
Hey, the mirrors.
The mirrors.
Crazy, and definitely very, very useful. And you tend to just use them, and it's interesting when they're not there.
Even in your personal vehicle.
Yeah.
Just make sure your mirrors are set, especially.
Well, and that's the thing. Like sometimes when you're traveling, that rear view, all of a sudden, if your back is full, you don't have that. You're like that convenience of it. You're like, oh, I can't see right. So then you really got to rely on.
Or for me, like I'll share my wife's car, right? And then I get in her car, and the mirrors, like I got it all out of whack, so then I got to put them in my setting. But then she gets back in, so it's a constant battle. So
yeah, my wife, I always tell her, I'm like, why do you look at the road?
Right,
because her mirror's like down, but it's because we're a little bit of height
differential there.
So,
but
well, I mean,
what's that?
We could jump into your segment.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do your segment.
Yeah, this week we're gonna stay with the dad joke because you know why?
Why?
The feedback from the audience and our followers, I'm getting dad jokes sent to me because people want to, So, a couple weeks ago we had a special guest on our show, Jason
With
Smith,
the
Fireside Chat.
Okay.
So anyway, obviously big fan. So he sent a dad joke. So here we go.
This ought to be a good one.
So here you go.
All right, I'm all ears.
You ready?
On the edge of my seat.
So is the audience, I can tell. Big crowd here today, too. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug.
I knew that. That's a good one.
Again, we love dad jokes sent to us. You get it out there and get some, publicity of your joke, right? So.
Yeah, get it out there. So, hey, what can we say? Job referrals. You always want to shout out about that. Definitely, anybody, yourself, if you're watching our show and you're not part of our team, feel free to join our team. Reach out to Tony. If you know anybody, relation, friend, whatever it is, reach out to Tony or myself. We'll get you all lined up and get you squared away. Always
one thing too, maybe, it is like this weather pattern that's going on, hot, cold, hot, cold. It seems like now it's like a petri dish for the flu and all these colds going around. So, what do we have here at Watsontown Trucking? First Stop Health.
Yes.
So call in, get some advice, see what's going on, diagnose symptoms, and maybe save that ER visit, right? Or they can even prescribe. So First Stop Health. If you don't, you have the phone number. I mean, there's a lot of emails sent out to your personal emails, I'm sure, but reach out to your HR, personnel just to get that, because it's key. Saves you money. That's the whole thing, and it's actually very convenient. So,
But on the coattails of that, I'm going to jump on and say, hey, stay off the cell phones and make that phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get off the road, get to a safe spot, pick up the phone, and make that phone call. We don't need to be driving.
I don't know that we can talk about we talk about safety tips, but I think this should just be every week.
Every week. It should be boom. Every week. Safety, get off the phone. Leave the phone alone.
I was
Leave the phone alone.
following a tractor trailer the other day, and he kept drifting off the road.
And
right?
you knew.
And my son said, Dad, what's going on with this guy? I said, I bet you he's looking down at his cell phone because he kept drifting. And he pulled back over. He realized he's drifting, pulls it back over. So it's like, just, what if there was a disabled car inside, or something?
Yeah, or when you whip it back.
Yeah.
You pull back too far.
Freight cargo shifts.
Yeah,
and, Anyway, so we go on and on, but it's so important. I know you're going to bring it up in the next safety meeting.
Yeah, all the time. Yep.
So, other than that, a lot of progress going on. One thing, cool thing that we do here, we're very active in the community, right?
Yes.
And especially in schools, and trying to we get the opportunity to be in the surrounding communities to talk to students.
Yeah, we go down and talk to them. So actually, I can explain here the couple pictures that we're going to show up. Mike, myself, and Tony went down to talk to Milton School here, and they showed us the automotive program.
Yep.
Which, honestly, I graduated, just a couple miles down the road. I had no idea that this program was around. It's unbelievable. And they have some of the cars there you can see are actual, teachers or students' cars that they're working on. They're doing brakes, they're doing exhaust and whatnot. So it was really, really neat to see. Kids were great, very talkative, and very interactive. And so that was our first trip down there, and they're excited to have us there, and they looking forward to having us back. We're looking forward to having a relationship with them. And actually, 2 of their seniors are now doing internships with our shop. So it grew into a real quick relationship, which is awesome.
Yeah, and I think actually in total, we have 3 to 4 students who
do they? Okay.
to work within our shops from Votex, from Milton, from surrounding schools. Warrior Run I saw was here today. So just again, it's about introducing the youth to the youth. There's a great career path in logistics and supply chain.
Right.
And I think people have really realized it after the pandemic, like how important supply chain is. But there's a lot of functions that go in it, from mechanics to operations to
everything that makes it happen.
Yeah, right. So, another great episode. What do you got?
One last
Whoa,
thing.
Boy, what's that?
Kind of really not happy about it.
What's that?
not that I'm disappointed about it, but we got to acknowledge it.
Yeah, Nick will be another fireside chat cast.
So I guess the correct way to say it is LeBron is now the leading scorer in the NBA.
I mean, we obviously have a lot of this banter. I mean, if you're in the league for 20, 25 years, you're probably going to break some records. So I mean,
and he surpassed Kareem. He surpassed Kareem by shooting the 3-pointer.
Right.
Kareem has one. He was 1 for 18.
Right.
And I think LeBron has over 2,000.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that was
2,003s or something like that. Yeah. It's not,
just shows you how.
But hey,
different game.
Michael's still the GOAT.
Yep.
And until next
Bird's
week.
number 2. So hey,
Be safe.
take care.